Excuse me, Makoto. Please.
Hello everyone, welcome back to Danganronpa V3 Killing Harmony. We are now finished with everything I wanted to show off. So this will be probably just one episode stand, and then we'll get on to the closing thoughts after this one. But next up is the bonus episode. So I'm going to show off everything this game has to offer and whatnot, and I'll be able to basically be done with it all and whatnot. So yeah, let's get to it. So first things first. What's the one thing I want to show off? I believe I wanted to show off was the extra menus. I actually didn't plan too much of this, but oh wow, we got Shuichi, Saihara in the background. Yeah, that makes sense. But yeah, like every other game, we're gonna be showing off each of these things off in the bonus content. So basically what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be going ahead to check in with with all these events, these fucking movie galleries, the artwork, the BGM. There's the Monomono machine, but I've already shown that off. The casino, I've obviously shown off already, so we'll not do that. But yeah, I'll basically go like show what's in here and whatnot, like the usual of Danganronpa. But yeah, we're gonna check out starting with the event gallery. So yeah, the event gallery and the art, or whatever the other one is, the movie gallery, are two kind of like different things. The event gallery is really just like specific cutscenes on their own and whatnot. But yeah, this is all of these and whatnot. So obviously, starting from the beginning and whatnot to all the way, there's a lot of them. I used a lot of these for thumbnails, which is pretty cool. So yeah, maybe different ones that you unlock later on and whatnot from just the post game, I believe. But yeah, the event gallery is obviously circulating for each ones that you have, or each of these that you have timed by watching them and whatnot. Like Shuichi's, talk with Kaede and whatnot, and then the coming up, and then yeah, that. But yeah. Oh, this especially, this is something that comes up against the masterminds thing. And yeah, this is a very prominent issue or thing that could be a lie. So yeah, there's that to talk about. What are you looking at? No. Alright, had to check something real quick. But yeah, there's all of these and whatnot, so, and then, yeah, the events, like no. So yeah, I'll show kind of, if you couldn't remember what the reasoning was between this particular one with Taro and whatnot, this, Horse A had something to do with it and whatnot, so checking it out before I eventually got messed with and whatnot, which was actually a viable clue to Rantaro's talent. Then you have the fresh start when, he takes up the rings. Or Shuichi takes up the rings. This particular funny scene. Oh my god. Insect meet and greet. Lol. God damn it. Oh yeah, and then there's just multiple of these just being the same thing layered on top for the eventual sadness. Yeah. Oh god. Let's do it together, indeed. Yep. There was a particularly annoying image where Kokichi's sprite was edited and whatnot, but it's quite hilarious, I will say, that I found on the internet. Yep. Gosh. Yeah. Yep. More of it. Gosh, this annoying ass stuff. God of red hair and black eyes totally doesn't remember me of another character. It makes sense after all. Yeah. Cursed, yeah. But eyes. Gosh, damn it. Yeah, like he's gonna die here. Message from him. Yep. Life at the orphanage, like that's what it says. Day at night. I want to talk. This particular awesome scene. It is technology. Yeah. And then the deaf. That character. Killing game busters. The most hilarious thing used for killing someone. Hey, look, we've seen an alter ego before. Yep, yeah, yeah. This world belongs. This world is mine. I am the king. Like hell, he's gonna die here. Annihilation plane. Yeah. 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 Maybe? What the heck?
These Adams and Eves of the New World were known as the ultimate students.
Yep. 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 I figured this would be like a good thumbnail for the bonus and whatnot, showing off all the lesser characters. Yeah. Kind of like what we did with Danganronpa 1. Did we do the same with Danganronpa? Did I do the same with Danganronpa 2? I'll have to look that up. Actually, I can look around. It may be different though. Let me go to the playlist. No, that one was a different one because that was the thumbnail of the novel of Yukiro. But yeah, that man's from for time dubious. The sneaking. Oh, our favorite. Real Kokichi. Keep us waking. Ultimate, yeah. Kaito left behind. This weird ass creepy cutscene. Even more. Yeah. 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 This interesting one. That. The fate. Yeah. Obviously our favorite.
The fate of humanity?
And then there's that. Yeah. This is still the most interesting scene I've seen in this game. I really feel there's more context behind that. But who knows? Yeah, the beginning of the end. Cute as that. Here's the case of internal mummy. Yeah. That. Oh gosh.
I'm also a part of Team Danganronpa.
Oh man. I'll have to go back and.
We make the finest killing entertainment. And our newest project is Danganronpa V3 Killing Harmony.
Gosh, Samugi Shirogane is something else. Yeah, alright, now I have to go back and get that to work.
These Adams and Eves of the New World were known as the ultimate students.
But yeah, there we go. That's our probably our thumbnail. This was supposed to be the Smoogie scene, but because it's on the Death Row Despair save file, I put it on there because I wanted to get the one thing. But yeah. Then you have the intros, along with this one, along with Kuma theaters and whatnot. But yeah, that is all of those. Then we have the movie, the opening staff note, all of those, Kyo's attack, yep. So there's particularly one song that might just be a remix of it that you can't get, but in the staff roll, that one song you can't get, or that one song isn't in the OST, which is weird. Yeah. Diflo Walzer, that's something. Yep. All these. There's all that. I actually will probably. Oops, no. So yeah, there's that. That's the staff roll. Now we have the artwork. Now I bought Shuichi's just so I could go and get some, and I don't have much mana coins and whatnot. But yeah, you have the designs and whatnot, like we already said before. But yeah, here is Shuichi's design and whatnot. Obviously, if I had to mention, his eyelashes are something to behold. My gosh, he makes all the women flaunt towards him. But yeah, he's got his hat too and whatnot put on top of him. He's got his badges and whatnot. So yeah, this is a character for all eyes. He also has probably the most interesting pattern in my opinion for his design. I never thought I would see. Well, I mean, Fuyuhiko has the same thing, but yeah, they share that and whatnot. You've got Kaito's, Ryoma's, Rintaro's, Gonta's, Kokichi's, Korekiyo's. He has the best. He has the best like design. And then there's him without his hat and whatnot, which doesn't really make too much of a difference. But yeah, it's just he wears the hat, and then there's his badge, his cool ass like design and delivery and whatnot behind him. Kibo's, Kurumi's, Himiko's, Maki's, Tenko's, Samugi's. I don't know what Samugi's would look like. Probably, yeah, probably not much. But yeah, quite an interesting design, I shall say, honestly. I actually like it. But yeah, obviously, mastermind purposes. Interesting. I don't know why, but Kaede's is at the bottom. Like, Shuichi's the first one to come across. and Monocubs and whatnot, and then Kibo's stuff. So that was the arts and whatnot. We then have the BGM. Obviously, the cool place to go to. You have these two themes. You have all these neat little themes. Beautiful Lie, Hope Searching, Despair Searching. All these really neat vibes. Dangan Vegas. Yeah. Then you have the ending. Then you have the epilogue theme. This theme. Our class trial. Yeah, I didn't think it'd be like that one. But yeah, the Resurrection Edition or Revival Edition is the best class trial theme in the series. It is so good. It is so much better than all of your opinions on the class trial music. So yeah. Debate Scrum. We already knew because this one was quite interesting when it first came out. Whitelock Panic. What was this one? Closing Argument V3. That's definitely Hope Summon. Then you have like all the older stuff and whatnot. New World Order V3, you know how to do it to him. Yeah. Okay. Then you have this theme. But yeah. Against the whole world. Then Hope Searching, man. And finally, yeah, what a very somber theme. But yeah, the probably one of the two best ending themes I've heard in the series. Now, I can't play Claire de Lune, because that will probably get this video copyright claimed. So yeah, I can't put that one in. Then you have the Monomo Machine and the Casino, which we've already looked over, and then you have the Intimacy events, which you're gonna unlock again to see what they are. But yeah, you have Kaedes, and then like you eventually will go into Shuichi small moments because Shuichi has more bonding, and that's all. One of the best characters in the series. Hajime's not as good as Shuichi. Who said that? Makoto's better than Hajime too. So yeah, obviously I went and did my homework and I finished every one of them. How long did it take? Pain. And what am I also in pain for? This. I didn't get Rantaro's event. I didn't. I was quite annoyed, but I didn't get it. In the game of chance and whatnot, the free time and love suit event and whatnot. Well, not the free times, but the love suit and whatnot. I didn't get any of them. Or I didn't get Rantaros. I did get Rantaros on another save. I believe so. So yeah. Overall, kind of saddened with that one. But yeah, getting all of these is just atrocious because you have to go through Kaedes and yeah. Um. But yeah, unlike that, I had Shuichi's, done max because I could get through, and like this one just being that one. And you have all of these events, which yeah, I did like, get all of them, but I had to get this one with the nail polish. So yeah, that is the extra scenes. Of course, why not? Now where are we at? Oh my gosh. So yeah, with that, you have all of that. So I'm not sure if this is real and whatnot or true but supposedly there's like an ending you can get in the talent development plan if you get all the characters' talent or development plans finished, but I only know that in Danganronpa S, but not in here, so I'm not sure if that's actually the case with that. Like usually each one are with these, you can go ahead and you can get ahead and start from all of these, which is pretty cool. But yeah, this one being interesting, obviously, and yeah, overall, I never really start back from these. This is probably good though if you want to get all Kaede stuff, you can do that, but I'm not sure if you're actually able to do that, without saving and whatnot. So. But if you are able to get all Coyote stuff, then pretty cool. Yeah. You can also start from the class trial if you want to relive it again, or you can check for the best results. And then there's Danganronpa, this one if you want, or yeah, there's the final chapter if you want to go through that stuff with Samugi, that bitch. But yeah, there, I have some unfortunate news if I do want to say. I know there are more than a few endings in Danganronpa V3. There's like 2 or 3, but aside from the Death Road of Despair, which I do want to show off, which will probably be in the future, the other one I don't have a save file to, unless if I start over from chapter 6, and yeah, that's like 2 to 3 hours before I get there, so I don't want to take that time. Because I have to answer all the questions and do, the debates and whatnot. So, yeah, yeah. Aside from that, though, let's go ahead and look over sound and team modes since we've shown every mode in here. But we're gonna go back in here because we need to go ahead and check out all the other stuff. So I obviously showed the gifts, but I've gotten every single gift in the game and every present and whatnot. But yeah, I'm not gonna go ahead and check back within this one because I don't feel like doing that. But yeah, it's time to go over every event. Okay, so there are two. Also, if I go back to the dress up, there are 2 themes I don't have. One I know you get from the Death of Despair. The other one, I don't know where you get from. I don't know where you get from. I have no clue. It's kind of sad. But yeah, I've obviously bought every one of these and whatnot. So, yeah. Pretty cool. And then there's these and whatnot. Oh wow, it actually saves all your stuff and whatnot. For certain characters. Neat. So yeah, it is time, ladies and gentlemen, to go over the report cards. So you have each and every one of those and whatnot. It also tells your level points and whatnot, and I'm level 81. Ain't that something? But yeah, there's your level. Kaede's still at the absolute back of the area. But yeah, there's all my flower points. Shuichi, you know, being the main protagonist, doesn't have one. Well, I mean, he does, but he doesn't have a full one because you can't get the rest of his events. Or you can't really. His story is told alongside the story. That's his character development arc, but Isao is one of the best character development arcs of all time, or at least of all Danganronpa. Still one of the best. So yeah, Shuichi's height is 5'7". He weighs 128 pounds, chest is 32, his blood type's AB. Okay. Yes, he was born on September 7th. He likes novels, but he dislikes gossips. His ultimate talent is the ultimate detective. Then we have Kaito Momoto, who is 6'0". He weighs 163 pounds. His chest is 35, and his blood type is O. He was born on April 12th. He likes houseplants. He dislikes the occult. He's the ultimate astronaut. He's an astronaut trainee that trains hard and can speak multiple languages. He has great communication skills, is well learned, and has a great personality. He doesn't really act like an ultimate. He told me a story about finding a mysterious map and heading out to sea to defeat pirates. It went on and on. I had no idea where he is going with this. He told me about a summer break when he explored the jungle and discovered hidden ruins. It has nothing to do with being an astronaut, but it was a cool story. He says he has trained a lot of sidekicks in the past, but I'm skeptical. Although, to be fair, his words do carry a lot of conviction despite being a little strange. He knows my past, but he still believes in me. He wants to help me move on, and I am so grateful for the support, Kaito. I know it seems like as though you're dragging me along, but I'll be right there beside you. In his spacewalk, his skill spacewalk reduces the shock when an obstacle is hit, effective during psych taxi. Now we have Ryoma Hoshi. His height is 3'5'8". You're ridiculous, Ryoma. He weighs 88 pounds. His chest is 24. His blood type is B. His date of birth was July 1st. He likes Russian blues. He dislikes white tip reef sharks. His talent is the ultimate tennis bro. He lost his passion for tennis. I asked him about his ultimates, and he seems more than happy to talk about them, but he says that he has nothing to do with him anymore. I asked him about games he played against his rivals, and it was truly incredible. I never would have thought that tennis could involve so many special techniques, but he seemed distant and said he didn't want to remember that stuff. He's thrown away his past, tennis, and a lover he had a future with. He told me not to care about him or I'll end up hurt. Ryoma refused to take a dive in an underground tennis match fixed by the mafia. They killed his family for it, and Ryoma stained his hands with blood to get his revenge. He keeps trying to push me away, saying I shouldn't care about him, but I can't help it. I care about my classmates. Finally, I got him to open up to me a little. Killer Smash! Makes true bullets penetrate white noise. Effective during non-stop and mass panic debates. It's actually probably pretty good. Rantara Amame. He is 5'10", 137 pounds. His chest is 32. His blood type is B. His date of birth is October 3rd. He likes extraterritorial rights. He dislikes cars. Okay, he doesn't like the Cars movie. And his ultimate talent is the ultimate adventurer. He's a child of wealthy parents and he travels the world, but those seem unrelated to his talent. He did mention being a bad older brother, but I'm not sure what that means. I asked him about his journeys and he said he's seen a lot of evil and corruption and politics around the world. When pressed, he smiled and didn't go into detail. I could tell that he was trying to keep his distance. No matter what he does, no matter how hard he tries, he can't quite reach it. I'm worried about him. Now that he's growing impatient, I try to help him, but he says that as an only child, I would never understand. He's searching so hard for his little sister, and no matter how many times he's told it's hopeless, he'll never give up. He knows that she's still somewhere alive. I told him that he should be the ultimate big brother. As the ultimate detective, I took on his request to find his missing sisters. I feel closer to him than ever now that I've seen his true smile. Viability. Increases maximum influence a little. Effective during all parts of the class trial. Can't be combined with envious influence. Why isn't that interesting? Interesting. Gonta Gokuhara. His height is 6'6". He weighs 270 pounds. His chest is 43. His blood type is A. Date Date of birth was January 23rd. He likes arthropods, he dislikes bananas, and he's the ultimate entomologist. Gonzo's obsessed with being a gentleman. Is a bit strange that he grew up in the wild, but his enthusiasm and his positive attitude is endearing. The family that raised him for 10 years is actually lizard people. He also has fought many He's also fought many martial artists that made their way through his forest. He must like me a lot to be comfortable telling me that story. Gonzo wants to be kind, earnest, classy, polite, a true gentleman. Of course, I do feel as though he's been influenced by a fiction. He wants his real family to recognize his forest family, and he feels as though becoming a gentleman will aid in that goal. However, it is hard to imagine how being a gentleman would help with that. I told him that being the ultimate entomologist would help bring his families together, but he told me that he still wants to be a gentleman. Not for his family, but for himself. Wild Awakening increases critical damage, effective during armament. That's probably pretty good. Alright, here's another ridiculous one. His height is 5'1". He weighs 97 pounds. His chest is 28. His blood type is A. The date of birth is June 21st. He likes carbonated drinks. He dislikes pig feet. Okay. And he is the ultimate supreme leader. I mean, you know, he likes carbonated drinks, so he likes a lot of soda, you know. He's got grape Fanta in his hand, after all. He drinks a lot of that, or, you know, his favorite Fanta flavor is grape. The supreme leader of an evil organization of 10,000 members, he claims he can change the world with a single phone call. He offers information without being asked, then threatens to kill you because you know too much. I was roped into playing a game with my life on the line. Today's game was a card game. Luckily, it was a draw. He says that there are 3 more games to play. Is Kokichi serious about this? He invited me to a tea party, so I assumed the game was called off. I thought we were going to have a nice time together, but he laughed at me and said my life was still at risk. I played 100 games of rock, paper, scissors with Kokichi, but each one was a draw! How is he doing this? Is this really going to end this like he said he would? He doesn't want my life. He wants my heart? Is he lying again? Despite being jerked around by his antics, I have at least come to know him better. Kind lie. Influence drains slower while a lie bullet is loaded. Effective during non-stop debates. Karakyo Shinguji, or Shinguchi. He's 6'2". His weight is 143 pounds. His chest is 32. Blood type is O. Date of birth was July 31st. He likes straw whoops. He dislikes air conditioning. He is the ultimate anthropologist. Anthropology is the study of humans expressing their humanity. Folktales only exist where there are folk. Kyo has a kind way of explaining things that makes it easy to understand. He has different bathing, sleeping, and even exercising mass. When I expressed my surprise at this, he told me he would open my mind with anthropology. Kyo's interest in anthropology came at the urge of his sister, who was apparently fighting some illness. They seemed very close. She even created his uniform for him. He knows a lot about mythology, and his favorite story is the tale of Medusa. He told me that the moral of that story is that humanity can conquer nature but not death. The way he smiles, as he said, it was creepy. He says he's encountered the beauty of humanity while doing fieldwork all over Japan. He said they wanted to show me, and I promised to join him on his travels. Supernatural phenomenon. While concentrating, the reticle will automatically move over weak points, effective during non-stop debates. This is really, really good. Like, this is very good. Kipo. He is the height of Makoto Neigi. His weight is 196 pounds, but his chest is 35. Blood type. He doesn't have one, apparently. Or it's not known. I should have said it's not known. What am I? Okay. His date of birth, October 29th, even though he's a robot. His likes. He likes 100 and 240 volts. Okay. He dislikes vending machines. Okay. They're robophobic, I guess. And he is the ultimate robot. He is equipped with many functions you would have expected the ultimate robot to have, but some of them are certainly strange. Kibo is proud of his compact, lightweight design, but I don't quite understand. Kibo shared the story of his miraculous birth by Professor Idabashi, one that transcends science. After hearing that story, I realized that he is truly the ultimate robot. He came to me for advice about starting a robot business. I played to his unique strengths. His first idea was to be a pop star, but his singing voice is absolutely awful. We live in an aging society, so perhaps a give her business is perfect for him. We tried to do some caretaking practice, but as he lifted me up, he hurt us back immediately. Perhaps that business is not for him. He wants to experience the same emotions we all do, and he wants to be friends with us all. I vowed to help him with whatever career he chose, not as a human to a robot, but a friend to a friend. Digital love. The reticle will lock on to nearby viewpoints while concentrating, effective during non-stop and massive panic debates. This is also super good. Kurumi Tojo is 5'9". Her weight is 115 pounds, and her chest is 33. Blood type is B. Date of birth is May 10th. Oh yeah, wait. We were told. Oh yeah, October 10th. Date of birth is May 10th. Likes cleaning and dislikes taking days off. She is the ultimate maid for a reason. Yeah, this all sorts of cheese. A genuine maid who takes every word as an order. She makes wonderful tea, and her abilities are endless. She told me that she has helped many people rise to greatness, and that she senses greatness to me. She claims that if she becomes my maid, I can walk the same path to glory that her previous masters did. Maids must train many skills, even combat. Kurumi says that she has even taken down a crime syndicate to protect her master. She seems perfect, but she is an experienced failure. She once coddled one of her masters too much until he became totally dependent on her. She has since vowed to never make that mistake again. Yeah? Okay, I'll be back real quick. Alright, we're back. Alright, she says she sees more potential in me. She wants me to serve as a maid, completely free of charge. I promised her that I would consider her offer after we escape. And bed making, which increases the recovery speed of the focus gauge, effective during all parts of the class charm. Quite neat. And then we got Emiko Yumeno, who is 4'11". Her weight is 86 pounds. She is 27 chest. Blood type is O. Date of birth is December 3. She likes small spaces. She dislikes the ocean. She is the ultimate magician. But she's actually the ultimate mage. She seems like a lazy girl, but she's constantly performing complicated magic tricks. Curious about this apparent discrepancy, I talked to her about it and discovered that she trained under a great mage to be the ultimate magician. Her master is a legendary mage known around the world. She likes to talk at length about her days training under him, but when I asked where he was now, she went silent. She told me why she parted ways with her master. While on a traveling magic show of her master, her own magical talent began to surpass his. She began to earn more praise than he did. Miko ended up saving her master during a magic trick gone awry, and he ran away from the sheen. She has not seen him since. She believes her master is secretly training to catch up to her one day, and that is why she insists on developing her own magic ability. I promised to help her reconcile with her master when we got out. Abracadabra. After enough time, the correct truth bullet will be shown, effective during a non-stop master panic debates and rebuttal showdowns. This is super good. Oh my gosh. Ooh. Huh. In case you're stumped on anything, you're not very good at mystery games, this is super good. Maki Harukawa. I'm taller than this chick. 5'4", 97 pounds, and her chest is 30. She's kind of flat. Blood type is A. She was born on the February 2nd, 3 days before Makoto. She likes morning lake shores. She dislikes winter lake shores. Funny. She's the ultimate assassin. Info: Maki belongs to a cult-like society of assassins. If anything happens to her, she will never be able to return. Kill the target you've been told to kill. It doesn't matter if it's your friend from school or someone completely innocent. She explained it to me, saying that she is a killer, but she could be killed as well. Go down. The orphanage she grew up in was a facility for training future assassins. She was scouted and endured hellish training. She's claimed she's doing this for someone, but will give no details. I discovered that Maki was talking about her best friend from the orphanage. She volunteered to be an assassin to take the place of her friend. She said all this as if it was totally ordinary. Her best friend died, but she says she'll continue to be an assassin to protect the orphanage. The place is filled with memories. I tried to offer a way to help her, but she refused. But still, I feel closer to her. Financing increases the amount of monocoins obtained after class trials. Quite an interesting one. Tenko Chabashira. I'm also taller than this chick. Her height is 5'5". She weighs 150 pounds and she has a 35 chest. Blood type is B. She was born on January 9th. She likes nunchucks. She dislikes men. And her ultimate talent is the ultimate Aikido master. Aikido. I tried to uncover the origin of Tenko's intense hatred of men, but all she offered was ways in which she hates them. I also tend to get phoned a lot when speaking to her. This is pretty serious. Tenko told me a story of how she was sent to a temple to train as a child to get rid of her excess energy. The chief priest became her master and they developed Neo Aikido together. It was quite confusing. She claims to be the hero of justice, the embodiment of the philosophy of Neo Aikido. World peace. She is working hard to accomplish her goal, but her methods are brutal, and she's extra tough on boys. In the middle of one of her speeches about how being touched by a man makes her Neo Aikido weaker, I pointed out that her master was also a man. She hasn't been the same since. She finally arrived at the conclusion that even degenerate males can improve ourselves through Neo Aikido. She even said that she respected me as an equal in our goal of mastering Neo Aikido. Laws of the globe lets the cursor move freely no matter how far the opponent has pushed, effective during rebuttal showdown. Wow, that's quite good. Tsumugi Shirogane is also 5'9", like Kurumi. Her weight is 112 pounds, her chest is 33. Her blood type is A, that's her logo, that's quite hidden. The date of birth is August 15. She likes DEAV foam and she dislikes disorderly cues. She is the ultimate cosplayer. She enjoys passionately explaining to me why she is so plain. She gets skipped during roll call. She can walk into movie theaters undetected. Her underwear is plain white. At least she's having a good time. Tsumugi opened up to me about things I worry about cosplaying, but despite her doubts, she never forgets the joy of cosplaying. Perhaps that is what makes her the ultimate cosplayer. She told me even more stories about the fun she's had while cosplaying. She explained makeup, crossplay, photo shoots with friends, even accidents that have happened during events. She's enjoying it to the fullest. Tsumugi told me that the reason she became so obsessed with cosplay is because a famous cosplayer praised her first costume. She claims to still be close friends with them. She discovered that we both liked the same hero and told me that she would make his costume for me to wear at an event. Inspired by her passion, I agreed to do it. Yes, I agreed to just dress as Makoto Neigi. Quite funny. But yeah, despite being the big bad of this game, the hidden big bad, she's still one of my favorite characters in the series. 2D love. Some panels will be filled in from the beginning, effective during closing argument. It's kind of a rare one. That may be helpful. Angie Onaga is 5'1", same height as Kokichi, for some funny reason. Her weight is 90 pounds, her chest is 28, her blood type is A. Her date of birth is April 18th. She likes avocados, but she dislikes humidity. She is the ultimate artist. Her birthplace is the Vine Island paradise where Atua dwells, somewhere far out at sea. The island is remote, but apparently it's a shipping hub, and so Angie's people have been living pretty well. Angie's Island has many customs. If you are lonely at night and you stab a sickle into your window, intense physical vows for entering adulthood, wedding dances that last until the sun comes up. How strange. Most people faint when they first see Angie's art, but those who don't are chosen. I fainted, and she claimed that I was missing something that she could give me through lust, but I declined. Angie is cherished on her island as an oracle of Atua. No one goes against her word as it is the word of Atua, but I'm still not convinced that she isn't mistaking her own will for Atua's will. Angie finally seemed to separate her own desires from Atua's for once. She wanted to reward me for helping her come to this epiphany by being my bride. I'm not sure I can do that, but I'm glad to be closer to her. Atua's intuition, the flash spot will instantly grow to full size, effective during Hangman's Gambit. Version 2.0. Miyu Iruma is 5'8". She weighs 123 pounds. Her chest is 39, and her blood type is AB. She's got a big chest. Yeah. Date of birth is November 16. She likes children's television. She dislikes taking it easy. And she's the ultimate inventor, but she likes television from children or children's shows and whatnot. That's You know, I can see that. I can see that. I can see that. The adventures Mia shows off are all incredible, but so absurd that they seem like a waste of technology. She seems to have taken a liking to me after I supported her eccentric inventing habit. She gave me some of her inventions, but I wasn't sure how to react to them. She seemed to be happy that I was grateful for them, though, and told me a secret she hasn't shared with anyone. Ever since her car accident left her teetering between life and death, she's been gaining a steady stream of ideas for inventions. She claims this is evidence that she is a cyborg, and I barely managed to calm her down. Miyu's moods are fickle and wild. She took her clothes off and tried to get me to take mine off too. She's behaving stranger than usual lately. When I told her I was worried about her, she said she loved me. She expresses her love in strange ways. I honestly don't know how to handle it. She even gave me her panties and told me that she wants to go out on a date with me when we get out. XXX-ray goggles. Once part of an object becomes visible, the entire object will be shown, effective during imagination excavation. That's pretty good. And then we have Kaede Akamatsu. She's 5'8". She weighs 117 pounds. Now, is this really the case? I think this is actually a translation error and whatnot. She's supposed to be 5'6", because Shuichi pops up taller than her. But apparently she's 5'8", so okay. But yeah, her date of birth was March 26th. She likes piano keys, okay, and she dislikes bicycles. Well, we had Rantaro's dislike of cars, so he didn't get a license, and Kaede doesn't like bicycles. So yeah, she's the ultimate pianist. The ultimate pianist is so talented that VIPs from across the world come to watch her perform. But she laughs all of that off, saying that she'll always be known as the piano freak. She asked me to play a duet with her after I expressed interest in the piano. When we were playing, I felt our bodies touch, but she was so absorbed in the music she didn't even notice. She truly is a piano freak. Kaede says that the reason she plays the piano is because she loves seeing people smile. Because music reaches people's hearts, and in order to see even more smiles, she wants to break the boundaries of music. Today, Kaede asked me all about my interests, like my hobbies and my favorite food. It seems as though she was taking notes, but she wouldn't tell me what for. We practiced the duet quite a bit, and it's starting to sound pretty decent. She blushed at me when she said she wanted to invite me over to play at her house someday. I said I would love that. Piano duet makes it easier to push the opponent back during the final push, effective during debate scrums. So yeah, that is every character in the game. Heck yeah. So yeah, let's go. We have obviously a lot of lovable characters in here and whatnot. Every male character is good in this game. Every single one of them. That's why V3 is awesome. It's the best. It's the best Danganronpa. It's the best one. It's not a perfect game in my opinion. But it's the best Danganronpa, and I really did enjoy this game. So, to my menu! I don't care about saving and shit. Go back. Danganronpa. So with that, the bonus is done. Because that's it. That is it. 48 minutes, you know, not bad, not bad. We've had some longer, we definitely had longer, bonuses for the Danganronpas, but there weren't any that I showed off and whatnot, or something, you know. But other than that, thank you so much for coming by on this lovely day of Danganronpa V3 in Harmony. We will go ahead and check out everything else we will go ahead now and end this playthrough off. Because, yeah. Now, all we have left is the closing thoughts, and we are done. Thank you guys so much for coming by on this lovely day of Danganronpa V3 Harmony in this lovely bunker. I will see you all next time when we go ahead to when I go ahead to drop my closing thoughts. This may be the longest closing thoughts of each Danganronpa that we've had so far, but yeah. Thank you guys so much for coming by. Peace, peeps.